Hello, friends. Welcome back. I'm Boy, and I'm playing Hogman's Legacy. I don't know why I'm so insistent. Oops, wait, hold on, that's not the one we want. There it is. I don't know why I'm so insistent on always calling it Hogman's Legacy. It's just funny to me. Anyways, it's just a stupid joke. Let's just no, not exit game. We're just gonna continue playing as Belinda Watson. Oh, I realized I just forgot to. Hold on, I gotta. It's loading anyway. We can take a minute here. I gotta get my little cheat map that I use to make sure I'm collecting everything because I'm obsessed. I don't know if it's the smartest world or the smartest decision for me in the world right now to fixate and choose to do Hogwarts Legacy right now and record that, but I'm very tired. So we're doing Hogwarts Legacy. That way I can just casually run around and collect things and call it good there. That's what we're gonna do. I don't even remember where I was last night. It's been so long since I recorded this game. Hold on. Where's my map? Let me get the map. And I want credit for not immediately singing the Blues Clues. Or not the Blues Clues, the Dora the Explorer map song. I want credit for that, gosh darn it. Okay. Trying to think about where I am. Okay. Allegedly, there's like an Easter egg that's up there, so let's go get that. Let's just go. It's not Easter, but we're gonna go egg hunting, and that's what it is. Hope everyone's having a good day. Wow. Okay, shaders coming in. What's the point of us like taking all this time to, you know, quote unquote load up shaders in this game if it's then going to take an hour and a half to load in everything? I guess it's textures is different than the shaders, but it's fine. Fine. What's happening with our wrist? Our arm looks like it's kind of we've got the jelly bone situation going on. Gilderoy tried to heal our arm. That goofball. What a card that goofball is. So I guess there's allegedly something fun up here. Let's see if we can find it and if we even know what it is. What's this thing? This looks like something. How do I go down? There we go. That's the one. And then there we go. Look at me. I'm actually remembering all my rules and stuff. Oh, look at that. It's so cute. And I drank all of your tea. Get out of here. Oh, they don't have ragdoll effects. Okay, well. Hey, you know what? We did that thing. Oy vey. I'm very tired right now. We're gonna see how well this whole process goes. This whole recording process goes today, because I am super tired. It's been a long week, and I have not had a lot of rest. We didn't have heat for a while. What is that? A Puffskein den? Where am I? Spider lair. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to make sense of where I am. With everything, I want to go through. I do want to just keep on collecting random stuff, and just kind of focusing on that. Hold on. Oh wait, I know how to try and keep track of where I am. Okay, if that's the den there, then the things that I'm looking for are going to be further south, more so. Right. Oh, I see. I know where I need to go. I want to go here. Can we? We can't. We fast travel there? We could fast travel there. Sweet, we're just gonna do that. Okay, yeah, I'm very tired. We didn't have heat for a couple of days. So yesterday was spent with me talking to a lot of different repairmen, because, you know, we live in an apartment complex, right? So it can't be straightforward where, you know, you just call in the heat guy and it gets handled. Oh, are we fighting? I'm gonna say, I don't know who this guy is, but I'm gonna take him down. Get out of here. Oh, whoop. Nope, not quite. But yeah, like, it can never be just straightforward, right? Where it's like, oh, okay, there's a broken thing, and we're going to now, because of that, just go ahead and, okay, hold on, I need to check my map. Go ahead and just call up the repairman, and it's all handled. No, 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 no. That's not how we operate. That's not how we do these things. Oh, we can mark that. We've taken care of that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's not the way that it goes. You have to
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Okay, yeah, I'll investigate this. Are you kidding me? Heck yeah. I don't know what this is. Do we get it? Is that... Oh. Oh, no, wait. Okay, we're in the process of investigating it. Got it. Okay. Let me guess. We have to go down into the bone pit. Right? Yeah. Have we been here? It looks and feels like we've been here before. Doesn't it? This looks like a place that we've done stuff before. Get out of here. Can we... Boom. Whoa! Okay. Rest in misery. Rest in no peace for you. Yeah, we've totally been here before. Okay. Great. Handled. I guess. Wait, hold on. Where am I right now? What am I looking at? What is going on? Okay, we're right between. Hold on. We did that one. This is the collector's cave. So if we did, what's that one? East Hogwarts North region. Okay, so we just did that. I see where I am. Okay. I'm still like so confused. We must have gotten all of these. Yeah, we've gotten the collector's cave. I see where I am. Okay. All right. Sorry. I have my little map that I use to try and like make sense of where I am and what I'm doing at any given time. So I want to go north. I want to go towards that spider lair. I'm going to go like north-ish. I'm going to get out of here and go north-ish. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, so like I was saying, I want to share my anecdote, dang it. It's not even funny, but I started the story and I want to finish it. But yeah, you know how it goes. You live in an apartment, so you can't just, like, call in the heating repairman and have things fixed for you. Hi there. We'll just take you down. It's gotta be this whole process where you put in the work order, with the complex, right? The apartment management team, and their repair people come out, and you know they do the best they can, but only once you've done that, only when you've been able to do it that way first, you've tried that, then you can think about, ooh, what's going on here? This looks ominous. But only once you've gone through that rigmarole and had them come and take a look at it to confirm that it's not just like, and I get it, right? Because they're just trying to confirm that I'm not some insane, incompetent person who's like, well, it's not working. It's like, well, yeah, because you've got it set to like 50 degrees. Like, it's not going to turn on until you change the setting, which is actually a really straightforward thing. It should be really easy. You should have figured this out. What is wrong with you? But at any rate, you go through all of that. Oh, there's our puffskeins. Have we done? I don't know if we've collected anything from here. I don't feel like chasing a puffskein down right now. I feel like still trying to make sense of where I am on my map right now. So if that's the puffskein den, and we go here, where's this? The spider lair. That's the okay. So we're up there. So we must have already handled. Okay, that is good. Then, okay. So if we go, where am I on my map right now? Need to see. So if we go like right here, maybe there's like that small bandit camp. Yeah. Okay. So we want to go there. There's a landing platform. That's what we want to do. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay. But yeah. So we had to go through that process and to get those people in there, and then the heating people, and to come and look at it. And like it took hours, right? Hours of different people coming in and out, because no one knows what's going on at any given time. No one knows what the heck is wrong. And we ended up finding, like, this is the wacky part of it, or like the goofy, silly part of it. I don't know how you want to describe it, right? But it all amounted to, here's the thing, it all amounted to us discovering that everything that went all wacky, the reason that it was messed up. So my apartment, it's got the heat and the AC separate, because we have forced air, right? Like full air conditioning, which is awesome, right? It is so nice having that in the middle of like winter, or excuse me, in the middle of summer. But it has old school, old timey radiant heat for heat in the winter, which is great. It's fine, right? Like actually, I find that to be awesome and much more. Yeah, I want to go to those two things. Much more cost effective, right? Especially when you're just in an apartment. It's a smaller space. You don't need forced air. You can just kind of have the radiant heat constantly keeping things kind of where you need them to be, and it goes just fine there. And so like it, you know, it's great, but it means that we've got the things separate. And so what had happened was, because they're separate, they have to have separate. They have to have their own separate whatchamacallits, thermostats. Because one of them has to be like hooked up to the fan system and everything, and the other one has to be hooked up to the radiator, to the boiler. So what had happened was, like, a months ago, before we even moved in, I remember them mentioning that like there had been an issue with the heat or something. And so before we even moved in, they had to do repairs on the heating system, because the heating system was busted. And apparently, in the process of doing that, they had swapped the places. Wait, we swim fast. There we go. Thank you. We just, yeah, okay, yeah, this is safe. This will be fine. It's gonna be fine. Get drowned. It doesn't matter. But they had swapped the heating and the cooling thermostats, so that the wrong thermostat was in each place. And the reason that we didn't notice is because the AC thermostat was a remote one. So it wasn't actually hooked up to the wires in the wall at the place. It didn't need to be. So it didn't matter that they had like the wrong wires in place, or it was in the wrong place for those wires, because it was remote. So they just put it over top of the heating wires, and it remotely handled it. And so then they connected the heating thermostat up to the AC wires, which obviously meant that it was doing absolutely nothing. And so we're sitting there trying to figure out why the heck our heating isn't working, and it's because it's not even hooked up properly. It took hours for them to diagnose and figure out that's what the problem was, because no one had ever labeled the wires AC or heat. They just assumed that everyone would know and get it right the whole time, every time. And so we're sitting there assuming that both of them are in the right place, trying to keep like the heating hooked up, because the wires aren't labeled. All you have is your plus and minus wires for it. That's all you have. And so they hooked it up to the plus and minus, and they went down to the heating in the basement, and they to the boiler in the basement, and they had their plus and minus, and so it was, and finally they figured out that's what was going on after they had tried like literally everything else, because it's one of those things where so many of us, and like I'm not even mad at them for it happening, because how many of us have done exactly that type of thing, not been aware of like the situation, because it's so simple. It's so simple and straightforward. Okay, wait, hold on. If we, oh, it's not the Depulso. We need to change it to, isn't it like the Leviosa? We need that one. There we go. Nope. Oh, wait, hold on. I thought. I'm confused. Right. Oh no, we gotta flipendo it. We gotta flip its endo. Your mom's endo. Hey-oh, got him. Right. Hold on. So. Okay, but we need this. Wait, hold on. Then if we go over in this direction, then maybe if we flipendo this one. Oh wait, no, wait. We need it upside so we can do this. We need. Oops, nope. Sorry, wrong one. There we go. That's what we need right there. Hooray! That one. And there was. I know there was the one on the island over there, and there's this one right here. So we have to probably get all three of those ones. I wonder if there's a fourth one around here somewhere. Seems like they might have. I don't know. It's hard to know. Puzzles. Sometimes they like to go like in terms of threes. Sometimes they like fours. It's hard to know. You just don't really know. Okay, so we need to figure out how to get this one. So if we go like that, but then... Oh, wait, no, hold on. We need to do this probably a couple more times. Boing and boing. There we go. And then if we go over here and go boing. There we go. Get that one. Great. But yeah, so at any rate, that was the whole situation with, like, our heat, right? And that was yesterday. Now today, right? It's time for my partner's car's oil change. I go ahead and volunteer to take it in 'cause she can't get the day off work, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem. I'll take it in. And I'll you know, work on handling it. No big deal. It could not be less of a big deal. It's no big deal, right? We'll handle this. Because we're adults, we're grown-ups, that's what we do. We have to handle things, so we do handle things. Okay, wait, hold on, we need this. We go like that. So I go take her car in, to get it, get his oil all changed and everything like that. And have them run diagnoses on it. And of course, they find a million other things. Of course, that's how it always is. Especially when you get a used car, right? And you're trying to get the used car up to date. It's like when you adopt a stray dog, and it's like you gotta, okay, well, it's not just that you've adopted the dog. It's like, okay, great, yeah, now he's eating better and he's like healthier for that. But now you also have to deal with the whole scenario of the fact that also he's got heartworms, and also his kidneys are failing, and also all of these things, and also he doesn't have any of his shots, or at least we don't have it on record. We don't know if he has shots or not. You know, it's like he wasn't chipped. So we got to figure something out. We got to figure all that out. It's the same thing with the car. All right, so we take it into the dealership, get all that stuff there, finds out, oh, it's got gasket leaks. Oh, the brake fluid's all wonky in color. It's supposed to be this color, and now it's this gross snot color. It is this whole big deal. And so it ends up being, of course, way more expensive than you expect it to be. And again, it's not their fault that the previous owners of the used car didn't take very good care of it. And, you know, and we have to manage that now because it was the car that we could afford at the time. It's a whole big thing. It's a whole big giant thing. And it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. Who's mad? Why would I be mad? Genuinely, I'm not like upset about it, but also it makes for a tiring day. And I'm sitting here exhausted for that, because of all of it. And that's why I'm loopy and rambling and don't really know what the heck is going on at any point, because everything in my life is insane. It's all insane. Everything's crazy. But it's fine. It's fine. Why wouldn't it be fine? Moral of the story is, guys, anyone else who is like tired at any point in time, don't feel embarrassed or self-conscious about the fact that you're tired. There's no criteria for being tired. Life is exhausting, man. Life is so exhausting. Like, that is the nature of it. It's expensive and it's exhausting, and we all get tired and burnt out. And that's why I'm sitting here like a small petulant child in need of a nap right now. Hi there. You can't get me. Yeah, I dare you. Alright, anyway. If we complete the battle. Oh, dueling. We had time limits on that one. Hey, okay, well. Yeah, barf, barf, barf. Okay, grab all these things. Great. Hold on, where am I on my map right now? Jeez, oh, Pete's. So yeah, you know, like, I am trying hard right now to give myself a little bit of you know, grace in my own heart. Give myself permission to be tired today. And it's like, the reason also that, like, it is, you know, a good thing for me to be practicing this, like, you know, being nice to myself, being kind to myself, and letting myself feel tired through it all right now is because, like, it's a situation where it would be so easy for me to be like, I shouldn't be tired and sleepy and cranky because later tonight, you know, I've got my sister and her partner, oops, no, sorry, wrong one. There we go. We got my sister and her partner, coming to stay with me and my partner, and it's because tomorrow, in our city is when we have, oh, whoops, wrong one. Flip endo, I'm gonna flip your endo, buddy. But we have the local Comic-Con, and we're like, we got our tickets for that. We're gonna go to Comic-Con. It's gonna be fun. It's a smaller one. It's not like, you know, the Comic-Con, whatever the Comic-Con that you think it is going to be, right? Like one of the big ones that happens in LA or whatever, wherever the big ticket places are. I don't know, man. There's so many different like big awesome events that happen out there. But yeah, like it's still, you know, it's going to be a fun instance for us. And we're going to have a good time with it. But it's, you know, but at the same time, like, I'm still tired of leading up to that, and that's not where you want to be, right? When you have something good and awesome, right? Because how many people wish that they had the disposable income to be able to go do something fun like that, right? Like, I'm extremely fortunate that I have the time and the money to be able to do that, right? Because it costs money to get the tickets. You have to be able to, like, have the proper time off from work and stuff to make plans to go to these things. So I'm incredibly fortunate that I get to do that, and it is going to be all kinds of fun. And it's like, for me, I am such a guilt machine against myself. Like, I am so quick to guilt trip myself for largely absolutely no reason. You know, and want to just be like, you shouldn't be complaining. You shouldn't be feeling down or tired, because you get to do these awesome things and it's going to be fun and exciting. But, like, it's also fair to, if you have exhausting days leading up to it, it's okay to be kind enough to yourself to at least say, like, it's okay that I'm tired leading into it. I will still have a good time. But if I'm lower energy while I'm there, it's not my fault, nor am I a bad person for that. And, like, it's one of those things where, you know, like, I wanna make sure I talk about these things, because these are, like, not to turn I had to do chores and then go to Comic-Con into some sort of tragedy or like long sad diatribe about my life is horrible, feel bad for me, because it's not the goal here. I'm not trying to earn sympathy points. But it's like, these are the types of things that, like, for a long time in my own life did lead to me being a more depressed and anxious individual, because exactly because of what I'm talking about because of how I would make myself, I had the tendency, the habit of making myself feel guilty over these things, when really that's not fair. It's not necessary, right? Because no one's asking me to feel bad about this, and if they are, like, they're probably not someone that I need to worry about having in my life, right? Because, like, we shouldn't be expecting each other to feel bad in general, right? It's kind of an ugly thing. It's an ugly thing if you find yourself wanting other people to feel bad as a baseline, while there maybe are reasonable situations in which, like, okay, yeah, no, like, you know, it's okay for us to want someone to maybe feel a little bit of guilt or shame about something if they've done something wrong. But as a general rule of thumb, we shouldn't want each other to feel bad, especially if it's just like, yeah, no, you shouldn't feel bad for feeling your feelings, right? Like, it's one of those things where the way I think about it, stop. I told you to, I pressed shift already. Where it's like, we should put our money where our mouths are if we want people to be more in tune with their emotions and more forgiving of themselves, and not, you know, going through difficulties in life because of our emotions, right? Let's put our money where our mouths are, and let's be nicer to each other and to ourselves. And so, you know, like, part of that is acknowledging and sharing it too, because if you're someone like me, you are likely to make yourself feel bad about those things regardless of who is or isn't asking you to do that. And we shouldn't do that to ourselves or to each other, you know? We should want each other to be largely happy and content. And that's why I'm sharing these ideas and these thoughts and things. And I'm trying to be more open about these and share my own, you know, whether it's a major struggle, you know, whether one of these days I end up being in a position where I'm talking more explicitly and openly about, like, the actual more severe times of depression I've gone through in my life, or I'm just talking about, you know, these simple goofy little day-to-day things. It's the awareness and sharing it that I think helps a lot of people, right? Like, if I want to be in a world where if people are struggling and I want them to be willing and able to share that, I need to put my money where my mouth is and be someone who is willing to share, you know, my own struggles and talk about those. Because even though, like, you know, me just being a little tired from taking a car to get an oil change and having to pay more to also get the brake fluid replaced, right? Like, that's not a big, giant thing, and I may not need support about it, but it's a challenging thing, and it can be a baby step towards being more willing to share when things are a bit more, a bit more, I don't know, what's a good term that I want to use for this? A bit more, I don't want to say life and death, because I'm not quite going for that, but maybe a bit more critical, just in general, is where we're going with this. So, you know, just moral of the story, guys, is like, yeah, like, acknowledge when you're struggling, and it's okay for it to be just everyday struggles that just kind of get you down for a little bit, because like, while it's true we don't want to not gonna I don't want to sit here and try to find a way to climb through that. I don't want to do it. You know, we don't want to necessarily fixate on those things. Part of being able to not fixate on them sometimes is being able to share it when it is an issue. You know, wait, hold on. If I want to rotate, I want to rotate it this way, I think. Looks like the way it wants us to go with it. Or, oh, no, wait, I see. Whee, rotate. Go. That. There it is. Look, it's a scorpion. It looked like just a line, but it's actually a scorpion. You didn't know. And if you didn't see it, you're blind and dumb. Golly. Okay, we've got. So it says there's a Merlin trial, but it might be one that I've already gotten. Because there was a good chunk of time playing this game when I wasn't using my map to compare and find things. Oh no, we haven't done this one yet. Let's go do it. So, yeah, at any rate, I'm tired. And the moral of the story is not that my life is horrible, but that I'm a cranky pants and maybe could use a nap before festivities start, so I could be in a better mood for it. But honestly, just being able to sit here and play a game like this helps too. And like, this is why the one of the things that, again, you know, like, it's so easy to guilt myself into into trying to not feel this way about things, right? Because you like, this is these are such non-issues, right? And the other thing about it too is I am so very fortunate to live a life in which I can handle these things, not in the sense of like, oh, I'm emotionally equipped to do that, but like that I am financially or you know, or time wise, like the fact that I'm equipped to handle these things. Like, how many people go to get their oil changed and then find out that their brake fluid, you know, needs to be replaced, and it's going to cost an extra like $150 to do that. And it's like, that's a devastating thing to them and their budget, right? Like, they finally saved up enough to feel like they might have enough money to buy a little Christmas present for their kids this time of year. And then suddenly it's like, that is all kaput, that is gone because of just this one thing, right? Because that's how tight money is. Right? I know people who have lived in that, you know, have been in that state and currently are in that state. And so there's so many complicating factors to all these things. Again, that's why, at least the way I see it, it is important to be able and willing to talk about that. Cause like, the thing is maybe it's not, you know, world ending to me, but like, it could be world ending to other people. And if we, you know, establish a mentality about it being okay for that to be an exhausting thing, then maybe people, when it is world ending, will be more willing and able to talk about these things, right? So I don't know, man. I don't want people to think that I'm digging for sympathy. If there's ever a goal beyond just me just rambling, because I use this for better or for worse, whether it's a healthy thing to be doing or not, I'm basically using this as a I think, I just want to make sure, do I have this? Is that, there's a thing here, but I may already have it. Seems like I already have it. It's not showing up in here. I'm gonna mark it as such. We Revelio. Yeah, there's nothing there. All right. We've already got this little dingling item there. The love letter, evidently. Whatever that means. But yeah, beyond me just like using this as a journaling device, whether that's good or not, it's like, hey, you know, I have things on my mind and emotional problems. Let's share them with the world. If they want to listen. It's healthy and good and not attention seeking at all. I'm sure some therapist somewhere would say. But the other thing, hi, bye. What's happening? Who's after me? Who's after me? You want to go? Bro, you want to go? Nice try, goofer. Hold on, wait. There we go. Let's. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I want to smite you. That's what I want to do. There we go. Handled. Okay, yeah, so there's allegedly also some butterflies around here, but it would appear that we have already gotten them as well. Because they're not showing up. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, moral of the story, whether or not I'm achieving it or not, is like, let yourself have a bad day, man. Okay, doesn't have to be a dramatic thing. It doesn't have to be you saying that your life is horrible to anyone else or even yourself. Like, acknowledging you've had a bad day isn't being ungrateful, you know? Like, everyone in every walk of life has bad days. I mean, you know, like, people who seem to be on top of the world relative to their lives will have bad days. And it's like, are we going to... who's attacking me right now? Get out of here. I realize you're even still fighting at all. And it's just like, who's to say what is and isn't a legitimate thing to be upset about, right? Because, like, and this is something I've been working really hard as of late to do for myself. Like, just kind of have room in my heart, mind, body, soul, whatever you want to call it. Just have room within myself to allow other people to struggle in different capacities than I might myself feel is reasonable to struggle in, right? Like, and I've been thinking about this more and more because, like, everyone, we all have the tendency to want everyone to agree with us in terms of what is a big deal and what's not a big deal, what's important, what isn't important, all that kind of stuff. Right? Like, it might be okay, cool, we got dueling gloves. That's a random little thing for them to just like be, hey, you're gonna be able to find if you go diving, you hold your breath and just dive down, you might find some gloves. So, you know, you got that going for you. But yeah, I'm trying to be better about making room in my heart and soul and mind so that different people with different capacities for things are able to struggle without me immediately judging whether or not their struggles are legitimate. And that can be a really difficult thing to do because everyone's struggles are going to be different from ours. And it's always really easy to make these comparisons and try to, you know, decide whether someone's unique personal struggle is more valid or less valid than ours. But I think that's wildly unfair because there are always going to be people who think there are going to be people who would hear our individual problems and instinctively think that they are more or less valid than their own, right? Like, everyone is always making those sort of judgments inside themselves, inside their own heart, mind, body, and soul. And it's like, who's right? You know, who is correct in terms of those challenges? You know, who gets to say? Because there has to be a line. If we're going to judge, we have to draw the line somewhere, right? And so it's like, who is the one that gets to judge that? Do we take the biblical and, like, he who is without sin cast the first stone, right? As the lesson that, like, all of us have sinned. So it's like, is it the most perfect person that gets to decide whose challenges are legitimate and who's just being a crybaby? You know, is it left up to the collective? You know, and if so, how do we average it out? Because everyone's gonna have different things, right? So it's this endless conundrum of trying to figure out, like, of one-upmanship, right? Trying to figure out if your challenges are good, bad, more good, more bad than other people's, right? It's all a constant, if we let it be, it's all a constant challenge that no one can really ever find the true proper solution to, because there probably isn't one, because it's always going to be different. So do we keep going with this battle, or do we just acknowledge that everyone has struggles and perhaps everyone's are legitimate, because it's all informed by, our life experience, and that's something that I'm trying to be better about for other people. But again, in that same exact vein, if I'm going to be fair about it, right, then perhaps I need to be fair to myself and acknowledge when, hey, you know what, you had a bad day, that's legitimate, that's okay. Elahotzi fudge? Elahotzi fudge. Great. Food left out for who knows how long. That's safe. Made with the leaves of the Alahotzi tree, this fudge is a delightful confection that causes uncontrollable laughter. Hee hee hee. Ho ho ho. Ha ha ha. We'll do the Merlin trial. So I don't know. I don't need to keep waxing poetic about this. I didn't even intend for it to become anything at all, truthfully. I just, I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about it, and that's where my mind went, and we went with it. So, food for thought. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. It's why I
know a Merlin trial when
I just try to, I'm trying to internalize the lesson that we've all learned many times in our lives, right? All of us have heard it, the adages and the ideas, right, from birth, practically, probably for most of us. I know for me that's the case, of just like recognizing, try to stand in someone else's shoes, right? And for me, the internalization of it is you can't, like, you really can't, because everyone has such different walks of life, such different perspectives, such different experiences, that you just can't. So then the solution is like, okay, so how do we live a life in which we can, judge others? And that's just it. You can't because you can't truly understand their life experience, right? Like, you can get some ideas, right? And it's not to say that, you say like, well, I guess it's okay for that person to be wildly racist. Like, it's fine for that, because I don't know what he's experienced. Like, obviously there are going to be certain certain lines that aren't, that we don't need to accept and allow people to cross. And for me, that tends to be, if your determinations, your judgments, all those things, if those are going to be, like, if what you're going to do with that is use it to try and harm other people's life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, if you want to get, constitutional about it. But it's like, if you're come on. Wait, hold on. See me. Hold on. I saw the thing. If we can, like, do a descendo, like a lift, and then a descendo. Ba-boom! Up to charging Mongo with Depulso, huh? Okay, wait, hold on a second. So if we want, which one's Depulso? That's Flipendo. That's Depulso. Okay. There we go. Got him. I didn't just interrupt him. I just flat out murdered him. Hey, I thought I took care of you. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, you don't need to, like, forgive everyone of everything. If someone's being a disgusting individual to someone else, that's fine. But if their struggles are, like, personal, right? If they themselves are, acknowledging that they're struggling with things, like, that's where we offer a little bit of understanding and kindness, right? Like, if someone's struggles are unique to them, and it doesn't, like, maybe another way to do it is, we don't have to sacrifice other people to offer understanding to one person, right? If trying to understand a person means we have to sacrifice the being of anyone else, then maybe that's not a fair thing to ask of us to forgive someone for. But I don't know. I feel like I'm just, like, getting even more like even more caught in the weeds about stuff. that we don't need to get obsessed with, you know. It's like we don't need to belabor those points too much. I just, you know, because not that we're getting to the point where it's not helpful anymore. And I'm just rambling about nothing, but hey, you know, it's whatever. It's what's on my mind, man. I just speak my mind, yo. Whatever's on my mind, you can't stop me from feeling my feelings. Right? I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to speak my truth. Again, it's within limits. Like that's always the hard part about speaking in like platitudes like this too, right? It's like there's of course there's always gonna be exceptions. You'll be like, okay, well, yeah, but what about in this scenario? It's like, yeah, obviously, you know, there's always gonna be those types of situations too, which just makes it even more challenging and difficult to understand and navigate. Let's go ahead and hold on, where am I? There's like, where are we on the map? What's it? I think it's like showing. Okay, so we're in. It says that they're like right. There's stuff to collect like right down, maybe down here or something. I don't know. Maybe we've already gotten them. Feels like we must have already gotten them. What are these? What are you? They're just leeches. Being under the rocks, apparently. Yeah, there's allegedly things like right there. But I feel maybe we've already gotten them. Hold on, I could probably check that. It's a compendium thing. Not challenge collections. Yes, collections, maybe. Golly, man, I don't know. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I see. It's okay. So hold on. If I wanna find these things, I would need to. I guess they are in Hogsmeade, so presumably we've already found them. I think it's saying that they're over here on this like raised platform. So I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna get all up in this grill and see what the dealio is. Yeah, we have already gotten those because there's the eye chest too. Okay, fine. I guess that's just too much for us to handle. Yeah, we already got whatever's there. Okay, cool. So we'll mark it off the map so that way I don't do this all nonsense and waste everyone's time anymore. Okay. I guess it would be kind of dumb to go dive and just take a nosedive off that. Hi there! Gosh, that kind of freaked me out a little bit. I saw the shadow moving. I didn't realize it was a bush. Good lord, that's terrifying. I mean, it's like cool, but save that for, you know, the Halloween haunted corn maze nonsense, right? Don't do that to me right now. Are we doing on time? Okay, let's finish this Merlin trial and then we'll probably call it an episode there. Not enough mallow sweet. Okay, hold on. We've got mallow sweet leaves growing in our in our little room, don't we? Go to the map. I'm gonna go to Hogwarts. Their secret room. Secret room. No one knows about it. Let's see here. I'm gonna go over. Where did we put these? Over here, wasn't it? Yeah, here's where we have like everything. Probably collect just about everything, can't we? Collect. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Collect. Oh, like pick up. Can't carry any more Wiggenweld potions. Oh, okay, that's fine. Just leave them there. No, like, okay. How do I do this? There we go. Pick up. Get out of there. Pick up. Pick up. Pick up. I wish these would be constantly brewing fresh ones. Kind of like these are constantly growing fresh things. Miss Tentacula, Dittany, Knotgrass, Drake. Mallow Sweet. How many Mallow Sweet did we end up getting there? 5. Excellent. Alright, cool. We'll let those keep growing. Okay. Now we'll go do that last one. I said I was going to do it. We're going to do it, even though it's going to put us over time. I said I would. I said I would. And I'm a man of my word. Oh man, there's no fast travel there? Seriously? There's no fast travel near there. Okay, I guess we'll just go to a whatever Hogsmeade fast travel. Yeah, let's just travel there, I guess. Get there. Ah, they're gonna make us work for it. Rude. So rude. On the list of things that's cool, this isn't on it, okay? That's how uncool this situation is.
How inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Yeah, can you imagine if we forced a bunch of non-magical people to have to live that way because we were too afraid of humans asking for help? I still don't really understand that whole dynamic as described within the Harry Potter world, right? Because that's like the only real explanation that's given, that even remotely makes sense. Can you not climb out of this? Okay, I guess we're just gonna swim down. Can you please climb out? Thank you. Okay. I just want to get up there. But yeah, like they only ever talk about it from like oh yeah, all those needy muggles, they would just constantly ask for solutions. And it's like, well, yeah, no duh. Why wouldn't I do that? Just magic, wave your wand and do it. Right? Like it's ridiculous. And it's like it's not like you have to be afraid of us. Right? Because it's described how it's like we can't even actually like kill you. Right? Because it's like we tried burning them at the stake and the witches could just use like enchantments to not be bothered by it. Right? Like that was the whole thing. Right? There was the one they used the story of the one that like intentionally got burned at the stake a million times or whatever because she thought it tickled a little bit. And it's like, what's the, so like why are we, if there's no fear, like, I don't know, man, it just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, wait, what am I missing? Which one am I? Are any others? Can we get a higher vantage point and see them, maybe? Climb, please. Thank you. Okay, woo! We come up here and look around. Look around. Look around. Climb up, and look down. Oh my golly, this is gonna end up making this episode super long. Because I was a fool! I thought it would be easy! Okay, give me a hint. Not it. Oh, there's one right there, though. What a strange place for them to just, like, randomly have one that far away. It makes no sense. Why would they do this to us? Oh, boy. Okay, well, Merlin trialed us, and we succeeded. So, Merlin can just go stuff it, because we're better than he gave us credit for. But anyway, I guess it's time for me to say thank you so much for joining me. Love and appreciate all of you. Parting words of wisdom. Like I say, I guess the theme, I don't really even mean for it to be the theme. It just kind of happened. But, I guess the moral of the story is just, like, be kind to yourself. Let yourself have a bad day. Just like I'm trying to let myself have a bad day here today. I'm tired, and that's okay, no matter how good my life is. Sometimes you're just tired, and that's allowed. So there you go. I give you permission, and everyone knows I'm the authority on that. So anyone tries to say you're not allowed to do that, you say, well, that one guy Scott did. He said it was okay. They'll be like, who the heck is that? And you'll be like, it doesn't matter, because it's okay. And we can all just go on our lives being, self-righteous and stuff. Anyway, love you. Bye.